welcome to our, gosh, what is this, our fourth?
Fifth? I don't know either.
Gracefully and frankly, and I am Erin Davis drinking soda with pineapple Crystal Light or something.
Just plain old water here.
Key Rant?
Yes, nice to meet you.
Yes, great to have you along with us. We've been having some technical troubles here today, and we just have to keep looking here instead of up here. That's the thing, right? Anyway, we've been having our share of technical problems, but here we are for an hour. And first off, thank you for joining us. We're not going to rub anything in about the weather because that's not what you're here for. You want to just share in some time and warmth with us, and we're very happy to do that. But I got to tell you, Lisa almost lost her lunch today when she got an email from Porter. So I'll let you tell the story.
Well, Porter, who I'm flying with, obviously, sent an email to say that my plane tonight was going to take off late because of a delay out of Calgary, and I'm not supposed to be flying out tonight. I'm supposed to be flying out Monday night. So it was a little bit of a scramble to find out what was going on. My flight had changed and they never let me know. And so when they looked back in their records to see, oh yeah, we didn't advise you of this, they moved me to Monday with no problem. But Erin was fantastic with this guy on the phone. She was buttering him up.
Big time.
Yeah, it's like, Michael, you're so handsome, and we're just going to gush about you if you help her with this. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Porter, for coming through. But the thing is, Lisa, do you remember a couple of weeks ago on, I guess, episode 159 or something, I said my biggest, loveliest surprise was that you were staying longer than I thought. Yeah. I had you in my calendar as leaving on Thursday, January 22nd. But then we went ahead and planned this Facebook Live, so none of it makes any sense.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Listen, the likelihood is I did something and forgot, but they are taking the hit for it, so yeah, that's the beautiful thing. Hey, Livy, this is Livy.
That's Livy, yes. And Dottie is calm on the couch, and she's having a rest. So anyway, that was our adventure today, besides trying to get this all up and going. So I've seen some names here, and Mason is watching. Janet Foteau said hello. Hi, Janet. Say hi to Bud for us. They went on a listener cruise with us a few years ago on a river cruise. There's Pat Hick. Hi, Pat. We're just going to keep mentioning you like Miss whatever her name was from Romper Room. Somebody says, Lisa, you don't want to come home to a deep freeze.
Looks like I'm going to anyway, and that's fine. I love it here, and I'm loving the time with Erin, and we're having a lot of fun.
We are.
But I miss my husband, and I miss my cat.
Yeah.
And I do have to go to the deep freeze.
Well, you know what I find interesting about your relationship is that you and Derek have not once spoken on the phone since you've been here. Is there anything you want to tell our listeners? You're right here on the couch. We're listening, Lisa.
No, it's just the way we communicate. He's always on the go. We just don't tend to talk on the phone too much. Huh. It's even when he's out for the day or whatever, it's mostly texting and stuff. And I don't know how much of it has to do with my hearing.
Oh, yeah.
Or what it is, you know. But no, it works for us, and we're always in touch through the day. And
well, he's watching now.
Yeah.
Hi, Vera. She does miss you. She says lovely things about you.
Yes.
So
some of them are true. Yeah.
Hi from Saanich. Valerie is watching from one of my hometowns in BC. So,
and you know who else is, I'm sure, watching and has been so generous to us is Claire.
Oh, Claire. Claire has already said hello. So that reminds me, Claire bought us a coffee.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So there you go. You got to drink it all on now. Right. Okay. So thanks for everybody who's taking part in the buy us a coffee thing on our gracefullyandfrankly.com. Thank you for buying the coffees.
Downloads and coffees. That's what it is. Oh, another coffee.
Bought more than one coffee.
Okay. That's great.
Okay. Hey, hi, Anne from Vancouver, formerly Ontario. We're not even going to tell you that the other day Rob was out with the top down on the Mini in Victoria. This is, as I've often said, the only time of year when all of Canada gangs up on a city, Victoria, where the plum blossoms are out, instead of Toronto for a change. Carolyn Yetman, by the way, said, go Leafs, go. So hi, T Queen. Yeah, story about the overtime loss last night, but they sure tried.
We've got some questions that people have sent to us. We've got stories to tell,
yes,
including the story of your performance last Sunday.
Yeah.
at the bar
Yeah.
that we went to after. Well, we started out at the market.
Yes, this is in La Pier, the pier in La Cruz, which is part of Bucerias. And we just had heard this was so great. I've been so lucky down here, Lisa. People who've connected and told us things that we have to do, things we've got to see. And we're really grateful for that. So we were at Oso at Guanacaxo in Bucerias. And we just wandered the whole pier. And you said, "Are you hungry?" And I wasn't. You had eaten a little something. I had had some coconut ice cream, which is my favorite next to licorice.
I think I had a sugar-free drink. We were surprised by the sugar-free and gluten-free and all sorts of stuff there. It was great.
Yeah. And there was this restaurant, and I said, "Oh, okay, let's go in." Now, on our way in, there's this big sandwich board that says, "Open mic 1 till 3."
I kind of thought, oh, great, we're going to see, somebody who's not very good at karaoke coming out. And, I don't do bars. You don't do bars.
Never.
I mean, because we don't drink, and it's just not our scene. So I kind of thought, oh, boy, what are we going to see? And the place was pretty packed.
It was. So we found this table, and it was elevated. And usually I like to sit at a table or a booth or something, but we said it was
all they had.
Yep. It got so crowded. There was a board up next to the stage, and people were signing up. And I don't know what came over me, but I walked up there, and number 8 in chalk, I wrote Aaron, not even capital letters. I just thought, okay, maybe they won't see me. So there were different acts. There were all kinds of musicians who just joined together on the stage. And there was this one guy, the MC, who was coordinating all these people who wanted to play. It was quite a magic act.
It was. And we met a guy who was sat across from us. His name is Jeff. And he was from Seattle, was he?
Yeah.
Seattle, Washington. And he was a harmonica player, still is. And he showed us his harmonicas. And
Canada?
And so we started talking to him, found out later he's an RN, a retired nurse.
I don't think that's what RN stands for.
What do you think it stands for?
Registered nurse.
Yes. What did I say?
You said he's an RN, retired nurse.
No, but he is a retired RN. Okay.
He still doesn't get me. Anyway, okay, go on.
So... Anyhow, so they got through a whole bunch of performers and, varying degrees of excellence.
Yeah.
And went right past Aaron. So I asked one of the guys and
she went right up to him.
Yeah, I did. I went up to the MC. I played agent because she's like, oh, it's okay. I don't have to go sing.
I'm not going to be the pick-me girl.
No, but it's easier to advocate for somebody else. So I went up to him. He was standing back watching. And I just said, I think you missed my friend. And he felt terrible.
Yeah, he swore and everything.
Yeah, so he came back and talked to you.
Yes, he did. He said, "What are you going to sing?" And I said, like everybody else got up there and sang 3 or 4 songs. And to me, at karaoke, that's 2 or 3 songs too many. It's like, leave them asking for more, right? And I was going to do Blue Bayou by Linda Ronstadt because I know that one. And long story short, I said, I'll do La Bamba because it's Mexico. Everybody knows it. And I used to sing it. So that's what I did. And he said, "You're going to go straight into it." So I didn't even get a chance to jam on the mic and to say who's here from Canada and everything. But Canada was well represented.
Very well represented.
Yeah.
And in fact, we met Ian from Kitchener.
Yes.
He came over and said, "Do you ladies just have Canada flags because you're Americans trying to pass as Canadians?" Yeah. He played as well. But on La Bamba, you killed it. Oh. And I mean, everybody's seen the video, I hope. If you haven't, it's on the Gracefully and Frankly page. It's on Aaron's page. It's on our YouTube. And
you are my agent.
And I shot the video. There's only one chance, and I'm far from a professional. But you see people walking all over and everything. It's a bar.
It is.
But you really brought it. It was really a lot of fun. It was great.
You.
And at the end, there was a whole big table. I mean, everybody applauded. I thought she was the highlight of the day, and I'm not biased at all. And it sounded like there was a whole table of people going, air in, air in. And we were like, what in the world?
Yeah, I thought maybe it was from some former listeners from Toronto or something. Like, nobody knows who I ever used to be or whatever here. But there's another story.
Yes.
Are you ready for this? Okay, so while we're walking along the pier and shopping, there was a group ahead of us. They were talking. And I'm just tagging along listening because that's what I do. I'm
3 couples, 6 people, yeah.
Yeah, and they're saying they couldn't remember somebody's name at the resort. And somebody said, "Well, if you say Kathy, you're probably going to be pretty safe." And I laughed and said, "As long as you don't say Karen." Now, don't be offended, Karen, if you're watching. any Karen. I wasn't disparaging Karens, but we know what the connotation is now. And they laughed, which is what I'm all about, a cheap laugh. They laughed, we chatted, and on we went. That's why when I finished singing, it was that same group who were going, Karen, Karen, Karen. I didn't know. So I did the Irish goodbye. As soon as I was done, Lisa had my hat and my jacket, and I backed out of the room.
On applause.
Yeah, into the parking lot. I didn't want to talk to anybody or anything. I was shaking all the way home. But these people ran out, and the woman said, the reason that we're saying Karen is because we're the people you were talking to. And I went, oh, okay, now it all makes sense.
They were very appreciative of your singing, and you know, it was a great way. I think that was the end of the open mic.
I think so.
And then the band came back up.
Right.
So that's why there was no preamble. The guy was saying, you know, you just go.
Right.
And you go up. But so what you saw was the entire performance. That was it.
I was flat in 3 places. The high notes, my boobs, and my butt. Okay? But I'm pumped. But it's true.
Yeah, we met a lot of people, and it was really fun. We kept looking at each other going, are we having fun in a bar?
I know. We couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It really was fun. And there was one woman in a dark green dress, and she had brought her own mic. It was a Sennheiser. It's the one I used to sing with. So I knew from a good mic, and I thought, I hope it's still up there. But no, she brought it with her.
You just said something very important, and something that a lot of people don't know, that you used to sing with.
Yeah.
So explain that.
So it's a long time ago, but when Rob and I started courting in 1986, he was with a band called Generations, and then I joined the band when we got married in 88, and then I became the front person. I emceed the show. There was 10 of us, and we did cruises. We did Canada's Wonderland. We did, as somebody mentioned, City Hall at lunch. We had some fantastic gigs, and they were the best of friends, and we had a wonderful time. And then around 2000, we decided that's it, we're done. And so we stopped, but I would still sing every now and then with some of the guys in different incarnations. Well, when Lauren died, I stopped singing. We have a piano that hasn't been played more than probably twice, unless it was the grandkids, and that was Joyful Noise. But I stopped singing. So this was the first time that I had been on stage in front of a whole bunch of people singing since Lauren died. And it just felt like something broke open in me on this past Sunday, that what you were seeing, me being crazy and dancing and doing my little Pee Wee Herman and stuff. And so I've talked to Rob and I said, you know what, maybe there's something in this. We get some karaoke tracks, you play bass, and I'll sing, and we'll go and entertain in seniors' homes or something. No pressure. Some of them can't leave, so that's kind of a good thing, right? No running for the exit, but just getting out there and making a joyful noise again.
It was enjoyable for you. It was definitely enjoyable for the crowd.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's something you haven't done in quite a while, and reclaiming joy.
Yeah,
and that's what
that's what the book's called.
Exactly.
Love, Loss, and Reclaiming Joy.
I've got one question here.
Lisa as a backup. There you go. Hi, Leslie. My sister Leslie's there.
So Lisa's a backup to sing?
Yeah.
Well, I can probably do backup.
Okay.
If there are other backup singers burying me.
Okay. You also play drums, though.
Oh, yeah. I play drum.
No.
Thump.
Oh,
No, I'm not that good yet. No. So this was a question from Carolyn. When you're saying, was it planned? How do you know all the words? Well, I believe we've answered that one. Kathy is thinking of coming to Mexico next winter. And she says, do you get tired of walking the beach, reading and relaxing? There's no movies, no thrift shopping, which she says is her favorite thing to do. And they don't speak Spanish. So would you recommend it?
It's been a challenge. And Kathy, thank you for the question. See, I told her, just say Kathy and you'll be right. Kathy, thank you. It has been a challenge. I'm on day 220, I think, of Duolingo. And if you can get past the fear of putting words together and trying to make sense, everybody will appreciate you trying. They all try. And, you know, like you found when you got your toes done at the spa yesterday, it's worth it. You're making a statement by not going to, you know, Trumplandia. There are direct flights here, as you know. Porter goes from Hamilton to Puerto Vallarta. No stopping.
So easy and stress-free.
Yeah, yeah. We don't do beaches. We're not beach girls, but you can walk along the Malecon, which is the big waterway where I shared some pictures about a month ago of some of the statuary. I had those great big ears that I posed behind. Lots of beautiful things. So many wonderful restaurants, bars galore. If that's your scene, good for you. And we're here in a gated neighborhood, so it's a much different kind of experience. Maybe you can explain if I prepared you for this slice of Mexico as opposed to sitting listening to everybody else's music and the party in the pool and the noise and the drunks and all of that stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people think of Mexico and islands as well as a place you go to a resort.
Right.
And I think when you get to be around our age and you're looking at going for a longer term, this is the kind of neighborhood to go to. I think everybody in this neighborhood that we've spoken to comes here for 4 months, and it's very safe. Like you said, it's gated. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And the places are lovely. It's very walkable. Even like out in the streets, we walked through the village and it's just lovely. Like, it's just adorable.
It is.
If you've done any traveling at all, you know what the landscape is like, rough sidewalks. We're not talking about going to the Ritz here.
Mhm.
We're talking about seeing some of Mexico.
That's right.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and somebody said, "Oh, you've got to go here, and see the real Mexico." We are in the real Mexico. Do your curated resorts or tours or whatever you want, but in a neighborhood like this, and we're doing this through Airbnb because I love the hotel experience. I hate that there are people who don't care about the noise and slamming doors and all of that stuff. So I think I get picky in your age, in your wisdom, in your third act. And it's just not our scene. I'd rather have a condo or an apartment or a house or whatever. There is a community pool. So yeah, you curate your own experience. Don't be afraid of it, Kathy. We feel completely safe. And I was saying to Lisa last night, a lot of people, when they think of Mexico, they think, oh, cartels and all of this stuff. Well, that's not Mexico. It's parts of Mexico, tiny parts of Mexico.
Yeah. It's the stuff that makes the news.
Of course.
All the people having a great time here and safe and eating great food and just enjoying themselves, that's not news because that's the majority.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Uber has become my great friend. You just call somebody, walk out to the gate, and they take you. They're cheaper than taxis, the cars, the people. That's where I do all my Spanish conversation.
You should hear this woman speaking Spanish and having entire conversations. It's really amazing how much you've learned. And how long have you done Duolingo?
220 days.
Yeah. But it's really good. She can have a complete conversation because once you pick up a certain number of words, you can get the gist of what somebody's saying. And you talk to our Uber drivers, and we had one guy who was actually Cuban.
Yes.
And had moved here for the opportunity. You had a great conversation with him before we got pulled over.
We did. Oh, this was coming home from Oso. There's police behind us, and I'm thinking, well, I wasn't that flat. But no, we got pulled over. And
He was speeding.
Apparently. I didn't think he was, but the man was also black. And he had dreads up on his head, and I wonder if driving while black is a thing in Mexico, too.
I don't know.
If I get pulled over just for that.
It's funny, though. I mean, your radar goes up when you're in another country.
Yeah.
And you don't know some of the undercurrents and things. And so we took pictures of the officer, and
I was starting to shoot video. I thought, ooh, this could be something.
And we're glad it wasn't.
It wasn't. He was great, and I tipped him extra to hopefully kind of eat some of the ticket.
And he wasn't mad or anything. It's just that we said it's expensive, and he's like, oh, yeah. But you spoke to him. You had a conversation with him about moving here.
Yeah. There was a questionnaire done of a bunch of Blue Jays players last fall when we were all so in love with them, and the guys were all asked, what do you tell your Uber driver you do for a living? And Bo's answer was, I don't talk to my Uber driver. And
That's so much.
It did. And a few people said, well, I don't either. And I thought, well, that's okay. It's up to you. And some drivers don't want to converse, and you can tell that right away. But it just told me something about him and what we miss out on just by not having conversations with random people like the people who were talking about Kathy.
And let's talk about that for a second. So we're in the market. We're walking through this massive market. It just went on forever. And I looked behind me.
Now
Three
what do I do?
stalls away, she's still talking. So I would say hi to somebody if I saw they were Canadian or whatever. Go, oh, fellow Canadian, and keep walking. Not Aaron.
No.
So I would be walking along DDDD, and all of a sudden I'd look around or I'd talk to the wrong person and be like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
She's still way back there. So.
Yeah, where's the tall woman I started with?
But it's fun. It is fun. And you meet all sorts of people that.
I will talk with anybody, especially if they have a maple leaf on or a Blue Jays logo or something.
That leads me to Dan's question. He wondered if either one of us would ever live in Mexico full time.
Well, that's a good question. Hello, Sage. Sage is in Bucerias. She's sort of long distance commuting to work from here. That's a good commute, Sage. Nice to have you watching it. Thank you so much for recommending the pier. We had a wonderful time thanks to your recommendation and the TripAdvisor links.
Would we live here full time?
Right. My sister Cindy lives a 4-hour drive from here, 3.5-hour drive in a place called Ajijic, and it's near Guadalajara and Lake Chapala, and she loves it. She can't afford to go back to Canada now. She loves Mexican life, and she cannot take the cold. So it seems like she's here for life. So
I couldn't do it, though.
No, it is too far from the grandkids. I mean, BC is too far from Ottawa in terms of the grandkids. It's too far away, and I do love Canada. And we bought our little cabin on another island in British Columbia. So we've got our condo in Sydney and a little tiny cottage on Pender Island. So
I could take the heat, frankly. The summers are brutal.
yes, they are in Puerto Vallarta. But if you go inland and up, like in Guadalajara, it's cooler.
We were even sitting by the water having dinner the other night, and you said, is that sweat running down the side? Everybody else is, but it's true because everybody else thinks, oh, this is beautiful, and I'm dying. But it's just, I'm overheated, so there's got to be somebody else out there who doesn't tolerate the heat well. But I still go through it because it's worth it.
Somebody we love that we would like to mention, we got an email from Cheryl Lynn. Just today, this email came, and she wanted to talk about integrity, and that's just kind of how it all started. She said, you guys, you talked about your envy pillow, and of course we've got it here. I've got it in the travel thing. And so Envy Pillow. Kathy and Kim started Envy Pillow because they wanted to help people, not only those who had just undergone facial procedures. We've had them just to look older. Is it working? And Envy Pillow helped people also with their necks. That's how I got my first one. Was I was talking on the air and somebody said, you've got to try this, because I had so much stress from working in a really high stress job. Envy Pillow, game changer. And then you with your car accidents.
A couple of car accidents.
Whiplash.
A year apart.
Yeah. But Cheryl Lynn has very bad rheumatoid arthritis. And as much as she wanted it to, the Envy Pillow couldn't help her. She returned it. No problem.
Yeah.
And we know what happens when you return the pillows too.
They
come after you. No, I'm kidding.
They get cleaned and sent to women's shelters.
Yes.
Family shelters. So it's a wonderful win-win.
Yeah. And then she said because of her joint pain, she also tried this. Sierra Sil Joint Formula 14. Yep. Oh, those are a treat.
No.
Oh, I'm the meanest
you said
mom.
the word.
And then I said treats.
You said,
well, they are treats when you're suffering from inflamed, especially knees.
you got Libby's attention.
Or any, oh, girls, I'm sorry. Good play. Well, we made it halfway with them. Anyway, they are a treat for you. For Rob, who's 71 and still playing goal, and he has rheumatoid arthritis. His knees have been hurting because he's been working so hard at our new little cabin, getting it ready for me. And yet there he still is on the ice, thanks to Sierra Sil. But if it doesn't work for you...
And it didn't work for Cheryl Lynn?
Exactly, because of the extent of her illness. She returned it to... And Michael Bentley, who runs the company, owns the company, wrote to her with a list of possible things that might help.
Yes.
I mean, this is integrity. You would not think it's a good commercial to say, well, these things didn't work for Cheryl Lynn. That's where we'd push the button and stop the live feed. But no, the whole point is you really do have nothing to lose but the pain, the great night's sleep, and being able to take your favorite pillow with you to travel. It's just as nice as having this shoulder to lean on.
They do stand behind them, and that's what we've always said, and Cheryl Lynn is living proof. So there you go.
Yeah. Hey, and we also got another email this week from someone named Sue, who just started listening to Gracefully and Frankly. We hope she's watching this. I wrote her back and I said, okay, so you just started listening. You've blazed through, you've binged 161 episodes. What made you start listening? And I haven't heard back from her yet, so maybe I was a little cheeky following up with her like that. But gee, it's nice to find new listeners. There are a lot of people who don't listen to podcasts. They, I don't want to, or I like radio, or I like CBC, or whatever.
Well, this is the new radio. It
is.
And it's on demand and whenever you want it. We're getting some great comments from people. Margaret took her envy pillow to travel to Italy in October.
Oh, good. Lisa got her Italy mention in. Somebody gets his wings.
Actually, I didn't say earlier that Kathy's favorite thing was thrift shopping in Naples because I didn't want to mention Italy. But
Your Naples are showing.
This is on behalf of Margaret.
Margaret has met these girls. She came to visit me in Sydney.
Wonderful.
And we went for a walk, and she had all her GNF bling on.
Nice.
And nice cuddle with, I think she was just coming to see the dogs. But anyway.
Jill says, don't hurry back. We're in such a deep freeze in southwestern Ontario. Well, that's true.
Maybe you can't go home Monday. You know, they said, was it Thomas Wolfe who said you can't go home again?
That's right.
Well, look, Derek says don't hurry back either. Oh, because of the weather. Yeah, okay.
Oh, nice.
No, he didn't. No.
Someone else, Anna, I saw a message from Anna when we were discussing you and Rob maybe doing some performing. Yeah. Her husband performs in long-term care homes, and all the women hit on him. So, good for the ego.
Absolutely. Rob would love that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get a couple of, silver foxes hitting on you as well.
Oh, yeah.
They'll try and separate you,
No, they will.
Border collies with sheep.
We're right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. I read something about mean girls in retirement homes, and you and I were talking about that.
Oh, yes. And about women living together, right?
Yeah. They can chill you out and be so cool to you if you're not one of the girls. Because Lisa and I have talked about this, and maybe you've thought about this too. If, God forbid, you are widowed or find yourself living alone, you said, well, Derek's my last. I mean, you've got so many more husbands than I've had, though. I'm still on my first. But you said he'll be my last.
Oh, for sure.
Did he ruin you, or what did you mean?
What I mean is, he was the guy, and I'm done. I wouldn't be interested in anybody else after him.
Okay. No second best after Derek.
Although we joke that he might wait 3 days before he replaced me, but that's just, it's just a joke.
He's made great progress in your absence. He's actually gone out, and Rob, you should be listening to this and a little bit ashamed. Derek is buying and eating salads.
Like by choice.
Yeah.
I'm not there to force it on him and cover it up with a lot of dressing or anything.
Yeah. Oh, Rob said, I've had movie salad. You brat. You know what movie salad is?
Popcorn?
Popcorn with M&Ms and candies.
Oh, my goodness.
Movie salad.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
You brat.
Yeah, so these women, I guess they're like mean girls.
Oh, I guess so. And Mally just commented, too, that the whole clique thing continues. Her sweet mom, Terry, is in her 90s now, so she has seen it close up and firsthand as well. But okay, so I don't know if we could live together. I think we could.
I think we could.
We've done well the last 10 days.
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm a lot. The first day Lisa got here. Well, Lisa, first day she was here, I just kept talking over her. And I said, oh my God, I keep interrupting because I'm so excited to be talking with you.
And you said you haven't had anybody like physically talking in a while either.
That's right.
See, I do that too. I do that to people when I get excited.
Yeah, yeah. But I like these ideas of 3 or 4 women eventually living together. There's no cycle, so y'all wouldn't be on your periods at the same time. That would be good.
And it's more affordable as well. Like
absolutely. Or one care nurse come in.
And if you wanted to buy something or, even rent a bigger apartment that maybe you couldn't do on your own.
Yeah.
It would take some compromise.
It would take a lot of compromise.
But I love your cooking. I love this. And this woman makes the best salads and the best dinner. So I came home from the spa yesterday.
Oh,
and dinner was ready. So it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just wonderful. But I think that whole idea of women making the most of their later years is just brilliant. How it's done.
Well, Golden Girls, as Liz says. Liz, you're absolutely right.
Absolutely. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And Rosanna says there has to be an Italian grandmother in the mix. That's absolutely right. If somebody wants to kick me out of the kitchen to make a good gravy, I am perfect with that.
Yes.
That'd be great.
You're so skinny.
Yeah. Could you live with a bunch of people who aren't as clean as you, though? I mean, you and I are running around here sweeping up after dogs and ants and our hair.
Yes. Well, I don't know.
Dottie.
I work really hard on not restacking the dishwasher in front of somebody who stacks and stuff like that. I'm not Felix Unger, so
yeah,
I don't know.
What else do you do? Well, Kathy tells us about a group in Port Perry, 4 women who live there. Oh, Patty's telling us about that too. They made the news when it opened.
Yes.
Wow. What do you call 4 men living together? A halfway house. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own joke. That.
But we don't have a live studio audience.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of merit in that.
Yeah. When's the last time you went with your bestie to the mall? It's lousy weather. You get in the car, you sit in those heated seats. Please tell me you have heated seats. And go to the mall. You get your steps in for the day. Yeah, half the stores are closed now, but maybe not if you go. There's bookstores, there's coffee shops. So we got in the Uber and we went to the mall in Puerto Vallarta, Galerías. And if you've ever been on a cruise ship here in Puerto Vallarta, the ships stop right there across the highway from the mall. So I'm there looking at this gorgeous princess ship. And we went shopping. We had a great lunch.
And then we suddenly saw it.
We saw it.
Across the mall. A sign that said, sugar-free ice cream.
Yep. Sugar-free ice cream. And we went in and I said, no so mosquito. And she said, yeah, bien. So we had ice cream that was, it was vegan too. I'm surprised there was anything to put in a cup.
Exactly.
Yeah. The hell is it?
But it was
ice.
Good. Yeah. It was so good. And they had toppings, all sugar-free. And they even had baked stuff, which
Yeah, you could get a slice of tiramisu. So about $9 Canadian. Not bad. Not bad at all. We didn't get it, but I'm thinking about it.
It was so, I thought about it several times.
Well, okay, deal. If your flight on Monday is canceled, we're going back to the mall.
Okay.
It's a sign.
But we had a great time. We bought sunglasses. We
did.
There's a wonderful department store. What's it called?
Liverpool. Yeah.
And we had fun looking through all their dishes
But just having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and having ice cream. And it wasn't even sinful ice cream. And we had burgers that had lettuce around them. We were mostly good. But Uxbridge, somebody says, won't stop snowing. You look great. Thank you. Well, that's nice. It's kind of random.
Yeah, malls aren't something we do. No, so it was just really fun.
Not since we were teenagers.
Yes.
Okay, what made it fun when we were teenagers?
Well, my mom used to drop me and my friends or me and my cousins off at Eastgate Mall in Hamilton, or Stony Creek, if you want to call it Stony Creek. And what made it fun, I think, was seeing other teenagers.
Well, that was the thing, right? Well, now we can go and see other seniors.
Yeah,
and our parents aren't around.
That's right.
For better or worse.
Right. And nobody's going to say, you're not spending $40 on Levi's when these husky jeans from Sears are just as good.
You never wore a husky jeans.
No, but my poor brother did.
Oh, poor Kevin.
I know.
Oh, dear. Yeah, so it reminded us of how fun and connecting it can be. And you don't even have to buy anything if you don't want. But yeah, Hillcrest in Richmond Hill. Somebody says here, for me, it was Quinte Mall in Belleville, or Oshawa Center, because we grew up in Trenton. So, yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
And again, it's great exercise, too. And they've got defibrillators in case you do find that perfect ice cream.
Those
It's
mall
good.
walkers know what they're doing,
Yeah.
the ones who get in there early with their sneakers. And it's funny. I mean, we're 63 now.
Oh,
And the mall
yay.
the mall walking actually doesn't seem like a bad idea. It's indoors,
Yep. It
There was a mall.
absolutely is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
There's no
sorry.
mall at Port Stanley though.
Sorry. Claire actually bought you 5 coffees.
Oh, well, she bought us 5 coffees. Yes. Well, we'll just
There you
tuck
go.
that one back here.
Yeah.
And this one, or
I'd use them, but there's nothing to put in my cups, I'll tell you that much. So, if you have any more questions, hi from Greenbank. I don't know where that is, but I want to say it's near Ottawa. How is it having dogs in Mexico? Look, any place is okay for a dog as long as they're safe. We got all their papers before they left. It was a bit of an ordeal because, you have to get them checked and the vet has to sign off. And then you have to deal with the plane. In this case, it was WestJet, although I've talked to Porter. They take dogs in the right sizes under the seat ahead of you as well. They make you, WestJet, phone to make the arrangements. So that's the price of a phone call.
Right.
All right. And hi there, Patty. Greenbank is near Port Perry.
Ah,
See, this isn't just a fun chat. It's a geography lesson.
that's right.
Dogs down here, the grooming situation was terrific.
There was a dog on my flight down.
Yes.
At first, I thought it was a squeaky toy because it was crying. But it was a 14-year-old little dog that the people brought down under the seat. But you're not allowed to
No.
touch them or comfort
You
them.
can't comfort them. Now, that doesn't stop you from leaning down and giving them a little cuddle or just touching them a little bit. But yeah, it's stressful for the dogs. I'm not going to lie, I gave them each a little bit of
CBD?
CBD, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Gave them a little bit of that for the flight down, but of course didn't dare have it here in Mexico or I'd be staying longer than I planned to. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I wouldn't be without them for 4 months. So when we go back, it's going to be beat the clock, the biological clock, because Dottie is going to be due to be bred. She's going to be a mamacita again this year.
Oh, wow.
Seems like the breeder doesn't want Livy.
Good for Livy.
Yeah, we'll still have Miss Levitas and Dottie will be in the maternity ward, but that's a long way down the road.
I just brought her up in the most unceremonious way, but she's just happy to be up here.
Well, you can't help touching her boobs when she has 8 of them. That's what I say.
They are just such love bugs. I just absolutely adore them both.
Yeah.
They're really good dogs.
Oh, wow. Brenda lives right near Hillcrest. That's great. I used to live in Richmond Hill, and the whole area was not built up at all yet. And Heather says that Uxbridge and Port Perry are where Hallmark movies are filmed. Well, they are in Sydney, BC as well.
Now, that's someplace I could live year-round, Sydney, BC.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, and our condo's going to be vacant while we're over at the cabin. So if I could talk you and Derek into coming for the winter, I sure would.
Joan says, you need a dog, Lisa, for your walks. I'm sure Cuddles wouldn't mind. Well, Joan, the sad truth is Cuddles, my wonderful senior rescue cat, would mind very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cuddles spends Christmas in the basement because he doesn't want to be near my brother's dog, Nacho. And we were told that he's never even been around other cats. So he's a one-animal household, and we are happy to have him as long as he wants to stick around with us, and we hope it's a very long time.
Yeah.
But a dog might be in our future one day, but I don't want to think about that right now.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And if it ever is, she definitely wants to have an ease like these girls.
I certainly consider one, that's for sure. I've never seen a happier dog than Dottie.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to read Livy, but I think she's happy.
Yeah.
She just doesn't have an expression.
No, she doesn't. It's just you can almost hear the crickets with Libby. And she doesn't wag her tail. She hardly wags her tail. What is that about? She's a happy and content dog.
And Dottie is just all, I love life.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Yeah, they are such a combination of me, the introvert, the quiet, but Dottie is like, where's the microphone?
La Bamba.
The showtime. That's right. Yeah. Are there any more questions that we haven't gotten to yet? Because this has been a highlight, I know, for me, of my stay down here. And just the icing on the cake into cake. In terms of you being here.
A lot of people have said they would like to spend, their entire week. I mean, who likes deep freeze and snow. Nobody, I don't think. Well, I suppose some people do, but when it gets this cold as Ontario has right now,
Punishingly.
it is punishingly cold.
Yeah.
It's not fit for man nor beast nor woman.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of choices, even with the United States. Not one of them right now.
Yeah.
But Mexico really is a beautiful spot.
And they're beautiful, warm people. And we read something the other day about Mexico. So wonderful that the poverty level. Yeah.
The middle class is now a bigger group than the poverty level. Middle class is now, I think, 40%, and poverty's somewhere around 20. It used to be the reverse.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been that long since they've been doing these kinds of surveys and analysis. So tourism's got to be a big part of that.
Yeah.
We see how hard people work, and they're out in the heat. We hear the roof being done, and the landscapers and the planters and all the people who are working. So it's pretty cool. I do wish I'd gotten a picture, though. I mean, there are some funny things whenever you go to another country. It doesn't matter where you go. So there's a hole, there's like a pothole in the road, the main road outside the gate. And to mark it, they have one tire on the ground and then one tire standing straight up. And I wanted to take a picture so badly.
Yeah, and the scooters and mopeds and motorcycles, they just booted along that road too. So hitting that's a really good thing to be there.
Well, it is. And I hope it's for us to put paint on it, because at night they're black tires. So.
Oh my God, people are asking about the pool boy. There's 3 of them now. Leslie, did you start this? Leslie. Should I talk about Tom?
Yes, talk about it. We have
He's not the pool
6
boy.
minutes of pool boy.
If he was watching this, I would die 1,000 deaths because I can't even make eye contact with him in the neighborhood.
I've seen this because I've seen him now. So yeah.
He's a man, probably about 30. Rob, I have to tell the story, and I'm not going to salivate, so I'm not going to embarrass you. I have the best husband in the whole world.
We'll do next month.
But there was this man at the pool, and he had Olympic rings on his shoulder, and I asked him, did you play in the Olympics, or were you an Olympian? I actually could come up with words when I was talking to him.
Really? That's surprising.
And he told me, and I looked him up, and I'm not going to say what sport. I don't want you to look him up. I never want this to be connected with me in any way. But he had those muscles, the ones that go from here, like from your rib cage, and down to Canada's Wonderland. And I don't know what to call it, but they're called.
He's got a 6-pack and a V.
Yeah, that's just about all I have to say about that.
He is a legit Olympian, and he's going to be in the next Olympics for his sport, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. We haven't talked about that.
There's time.
So anyway, he has a beautiful wife and a lovely young boy who's almost a year old, and he's in the pool with his baby, and he's just... the thing is, and I've explained this to Rob, Leslie says you're stuttering. Shut up. That's my sister.
I wasn't going to say it, Leslie.
Yeah. The thing is, you see these people on TV all the time. You see them in resorts. But to see one kind of in the wild, it's like if you were walking through a parking lot and there was a peacock. You go, well, that's unusual. So that's what I was noticing. It was just unusual.
Good thing you're not a hunter.
Or a cougar.
He was walking around with the child the other day, and he's
I said, that's him.
Yeah.
That's him.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah. And I didn't even want to look at him. I can't look at him now. It's stupid. I haven't even talked to him. I haven't embarrassed myself except this here right now.
No.
And he's from Toronto, so God help me.
It would be the same if I, ran into the Backstreet Boys, so don't feel bad.
Are they still a thing?
Or
are they putting
away?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Or they're putting tires in the middle of it.
That's right. Something
Those
like
are the
that.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my story. And it does sound like an episode of Golden Girls, doesn't it?
Oh, bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad had so many women after him when he was in his senior's residence too. And, maybe they thought he was a snack. Maybe they thought,
Hobby did. The women outnumber the men.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, by a large margin.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, large margin. No, that was the woman next door.
Large margin.
Oh, Rhonda says, I almost missed you. You both look fantastic. Well, Rhonda, Thank you for your kindness. No filters. As you can tell, we have no filters, but you will be able to watch this in its entirety on YouTube. Well, as we wrap up, I would like to first off tell Rob I love you with all my heart and thanks for all the work you're doing getting Wedgie ready for when I return. That's not a sex term. That's the name of our cabin, I should mention. Yeah. Yeah. To you, here you are again joining us for a silly Facebook Live, and we've had such a good time.
So it's wonderful, and we totally look forward to it. And chilling with the dogs and just talking about the silly stuff that we've done. You know, we talk every week, but there's such a difference when we're in the same room.
It really is.
And eye contact and all that kind of stuff, it makes a huge difference. That's why I wish we lived next door to each other.
I know. I wish we did too.
It doesn't happen.
No,
Not in this lifetime. But that's okay. We make it work.
that's right. And good friends always do, right? So thank you for your connection with us. We'll have a brand new episode for you and hear about our escapades on the way home on Thursday next week. So
Thanks again. We really appreciate your time, spending your time with us every week, and coming here today as well. Thank you.
yeah, live from Nueva Vallarta in Jalisco, Mexico. Love you, friend.
Love you too. Love you, Derek.
Bye.